Welcome back to Check Out. It's time for another anime first impression video. Welcome once again, guys. It's going to be on the Yuzuki family Four Sons. This is a series airing on Crunchyroll, and it is one episode out, releasing on Thursdays, so it is late. I am reviewing to it a little bit late, but you know, better later than never. This series actually is a cute series. I had concerns about it, and when I read the comment section, there was an agreement to what I was thinking was weird, so I'll talk about that. But before anything, if you haven't done so by now, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. Like I said, I've been releasing a lot of first impression videos this week, more to come this following week. Probably not as much, but still quite a bit of stuff that I have to give my first impressions too. So if you guys want to see all those videos, make sure you subscribe, because that's the best way to catch all those reactions, first impressions, and all that. So I will be returning to my usual schedule videos that I usually post by late next week, probably. So if you are here on my channel still waiting for those, I have recorded some of them. I have about a week, maybe two already set up, but I didn't want them to get in the way of the first impression videos. Okay, so the Yuzuki family's Four Sons follows the story of essentially one who is a teacher almost already. Then there's two guys, two boys in middle school. They're separated only by 11 months. And the fourth son, he's in elementary. He's probably like first or second grade. He's a little boy. So all four of them, they lost their parents. So the oldest son is basically taking care of all three younger siblings. So this episode itself has different segments. The beginning, we get introduced to all of them. Our protagonist is a third son. He has this complex where, and a lot of kids are like that in families that, you know, are, I don't want to say broken, because it's not a broken family, but they're struggling, right? I came from a non-broken family. Both parents were there, but we struggled economically and stuff like that. And I think when you come from a family like that, a lot of kids will eventually go through a stage where they want to help, they want to contribute, they are old enough to realize that, you know, the pains of the day, and so on and so forth. So the whole episode is basically him trying to help his older brother. Again, he has two older brothers, but the eldest, he's a teacher. So for example, the first thing that he does, or the first thing he asks in the episode, is if he can help him dry his clothes, and he's like, no, I'll just do it. And he kind of gets mad because in his head, or in his perspective, he wants to help, right? The brother's perspective is like, he's gonna do it wrong, I'm just gonna end up doing it again anyways. So no communication kind of ruins the whole thing. The second eldest brother, although he's only 11 months older than him, he acts like a way bigger brother than him. And to be honest, he knows a lot more than him. He really does. He's the quiet type, so he is the type that will observe the people and then explain it. He does explain at the end to the bigger brother, like, haven't you noticed he's just been trying to help you? The next thing that the third son does is that he notices that his oldest brother he's tired. He's had long nights. He's having to wake up early to do breakfast for everyone. So he decides that he's going to shut off his oldest brother's alarm, and he's going to cook breakfast for everyone. Now, the other two brothers, they're kind of eating it, but it's burnt food. You can tell that they understand his intentions, right? His intentions wasn't to pull a prank and make him wake up late, make him feel like he had to be in a hurry. His intentions were not to burn the food. You know, his true intentions were to provide a meal, give him time to rest more, which is highly appreciated. My wife does that sometimes, and I love it when she does it. Even if it's just half an hour, it speaks volumes. And I think when it's rightfully communicated and given a heads up, it's awesome, because there'll be times where, like, hey, you've been working hard, what if you wake up later? And she's like, I'll wake up and do breakfast or whatever, because my girls are in a stage where no matter if I wake up late or early, they want breakfast at 8 in the morning. So even if it's a Saturday or Sunday. So I understand where he's coming from. He wants to help. It didn't came out that way. The last thing he does is that he overhears his younger brother, the one that he's in elementary, he wants to go see the fireworks, and he has memory of going with his parents, had memory that he enjoyed going, and he wants his little brother to have that experience. And he knows that the older brother doesn't have the time for it, so he decides to take him behind the two older brothers back, and he finds money for the train and enough for snacks, and they really do have a good time until the very end, where the younger brother decides to run off, and it's really because they kind of bump into a father-son thing, and it's hard, right? It really is. I've spoken before on my channel, but if you're new to my channel, I did lose my dad a few months ago, about 9 months ago, so it's very recent. And whenever I go to like restaurants or stuff like that, and I see a older parent with a son like my age or whatever, it's hard to see that, because you're going through the mourning, and their mourning as well. Even though they're kids, they lost parents, right? At one point they had them, they have these memories, and it's hard to see that. So it almost feels like, as a viewer, and I at one point in my life I would have been like, why he's so distracted? It distracts you, it really does. To me, it does that. It sometimes even ruins my night, without me wanting it to. Even if I'm in the best mood, it puts me down, because you crave that. And the way that he expressed it really, really hit me hard. And he's like, I want to feel being held by a hand that will cradle over mine, and I feel secure and protected. And I remember when my dad passed away, that's the one thing that I did a lot in the funeral, was hold his hand while he was in the casket, because that is something that I knew that I was not going to have with him for forever. So yeah, so it was an episode that really touched me. It really it made me remember, and I felt their pain, because I've gone through that pain, even though that it's an anime, even though that it wasn't a big deal in the episode. To me, it touched me. So now, what's the bad thing about it? Again, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that noticed it. The subtitles are horrible. It looks like they went to YouTube and asked YouTube to subtitle this anime, and they did it with a computer or an AI. It was kind of odd. Like, it felt like some stuff was not connecting. When they prayed for food, they didn't really pray for the food. They just went, "Okay, we're ready to eat," and like, there were certain phrases that, if you watch anime enough, I watch a lot of anime in Japanese, at least, you notice there was some stuff that was kind of off, and I didn't notice a lot of details like the people in the comment section. There's some that are like, "Oh yeah, the pronouns and the structure, blah blah blah, that's all wrong," and I'm like, whoa, I didn't notice all that. But I did notice there was something off. So it's been confirmed. A lot of people, not the only one. I saw at least 10 or more reviews having the same concern on the subtitles. So it is what it is. Hopefully Crunchyroll can fix that. But It's a good series. It's cute. I don't think it's one that people are gonna go after week to look for it, but it is one that you should check it out. So let me know what you guys think. It is on Crunchyroll, one episode out. Thank you guys so much for love and support. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel and give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.